Hello, this is Professor Catherine Close, and today we're going to chat about some of the fundamental principles we've learned to date in our Accounting Information Systems course. In our first few chapters, we've concentrated on the AIS environment. So the AIS environment consists of not only the transactions that we process and the software that we use, but also the key business processes and internal controls that we use in our environment. If we think about our study of business, we know that businesses have processes that involve possibly manufacturing or services, and they follow those processes, and from those processes we obtain information and data that's useful for running the business. Today, in our environment, there's a greater emphasis placed on business analytics as a means for taking that data and transforming it into meaningful and actionable information. With that information, we as managers can conduct our business activities, our management activities that include planning, implementing, monitoring, and continuously improving our operations. We also extend our responsibility now as accountants and managers to the accounting cycle. So I mentioned previously that in the past when I studied AIS, the emphasis was all about the software that we used in capturing accounting transactions. If you remember from your early studies, we looked at the accounting cycle, how we journalize, post, and make adjusting entries and produce financial statements. In our AIS environments, we are responsible for not only recording those transactions, but taking the additional processing information that's now included in our accounting information systems and making meaningful decisions through data analysis. We're also responsible for safekeeping that data and monitoring the integrity of the accounting cycle and our accounting environment. So in any organization, the AIS environment can be exposed to two types of risk, internal and external risk. So we talk about internal as operational risk, financial risk, reputational risks, and the external would be risks related to compliance, our strategic planning, and the physical safety of our data and our operations. To safeguard against these risks, we implement different types of internal controls, and this is where our studies in accounting information systems have expanded considerably. We now need to have a deep understanding of preventative controls, detective controls, corrective controls. All these together create the security around our systems. We also do this according to some type of internal control framework or structure. And that's where COSO comes in. COSO was developed by a group of private sector accounting and auditing organizations to provide guidance on how we can safeguard our accounting information systems. We put the framework in place, and then through continuous monitoring and auditing, we can be assured that our system is robust enough to handle the accounting cycle and to guard it against any types of assaults or hacking or the modern type of cybersecurity threats that we have in our environments. Our internal audit team provides insurance that our organization is operating in accordance to management's plan. It offers insights and discovers improvements for policies, procedures, controls, and risk management, and it provides objectivity. As you go on to learn more about auditing and take your auditing courses, you'll learn that the internal audit team does not report to management. It actually reports to the board of directors of the organization. This is to ensure that objectivity and no conflict of interest. So as you look at this key ideas board today, these are the concepts that we will be quizzing and testing on later to make sure that we have a good understanding of these key ideas and these key themes. In my next chat, we will look at the tools that we are using. We'll look at and compare features of Excel and Tableau. So talk to you more soon.